Colorado Springs City Council is changing when you'll be able to raise concerns not on its agenda. It's a move that's not sitting well with some community members. Here's News 5's Allison Zimmerman to explain.
Have you ever had an axe to grind with your local city council? Well, maybe not like an axe to grind, but just like an issue you want to bring up with them. Well, that's typically what public comment that's not on the agenda is for. But Colorado Springs City Council is changing when and how they conduct that. Here's what's changing. Previously, that public comment time was done towards the beginning. Now it'll be at the end. It will still be limited to 1 hour, meaning at 3 minutes per person, about 20 people can speak. If something is on the agenda, you'll be able to make public comments when council gets to that agenda item. But during COVID, citizens could also participate remotely. That's now going away unless you need accommodation for a disability.
And I was very surprised, being that new council members would do something borderline drastic before their very first meeting.
Joe Pelka is not a fan of these changes. You may recognize him. He's been to a lot of city council meetings to voice his concerns about the closure of the Rock Room and Library. He thinks the change will do more harm than good for people wanting to share their opinions.
And the question is, if it's not broken, why fix it? Why change it?
I understand change is hard. It's just like any detour in the road you have to get used to.
Council President Lynette Crow-Iverson is about a week into her new leadership position, where she and 6 other council members adopted these rules. She says it's about a change in priorities with this new city council.
So we really want to prioritize our agenda to have a sufficient and very effective meeting.
It's more about giving people the chance to talk about what's on the agenda, not necessarily just any kind of public comment.
So it's just a balance. You can't have both. You can't have, hours and hours of both, or you'll never get through your agenda.
Public comments for items not on the agenda has typically been limited to 1 hour. It's just not always been enforced. Crow-Iverson says that's going to change. Pelka sees these changes differently. He thinks it will discourage people from speaking at city council.
It makes me ponder what our city council is really concerned about, what their greater goals are, and who do they really listen and answer to, because it doesn't seem like the average person.
So President Crow-Iverson says they'll maybe reevaluate this in the next 6 months, see how things are working. She said that they came to this decision by looking at what other city councils do and adopted these best practices. Allison Zimmerman, News 5.